Hello, hello. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Exigent Sports. I'm your host, Coach DJ Pendergrass. Today you're in for a delight. We have some wonderful guests on. We even have an ETSU coach on. He's going to talk about what it takes to bridge the gap between high school and the collegiate level and to be successful doing so. We're glad you're here. Go ahead and make someone aware. Go ahead and please share. Thank you for joining the show. And right here, right now, right on set, my Bolo Player of the Week, Davon, a.k.a. Day-Day Witherspoons. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. How about yourself, sir?
I'm blessed, man. Thank you for taking the time to join the show here on Exigent Sports.
No problem.
Yeah, man. So I've been following your career for a while.
Really?
Right? I've known you for a very long time.
Yes,
I've just
sir.
been able to watch in the background, right?
Yes, sir.
And the great thing about Facebook is you have parents like me that are proud, that put their kids on Facebook, so I don't miss a highlight, right? I don't miss a highlight. I don't miss a picture. I know when you're going to school, right? And I know how you're doing, man. Do you play any other sports besides football?
No, sir. I used to play lacrosse, but I gave it up just to give my all for football and then just grind out for football because I'm trying to go to college.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we do this show for. We want to give people their flowers. We want to give them the insight of what it takes to make it to the next level. If you tell me you want to go to college, means you're telling me that you make good grades in school.
Yes, sir. I try my absolute best in school. Usually an A and B student. I get the highest grades I can possibly get.
Absolutely.
Yes,
well, we're in the time of social media, Day-Day, and social media is huge, right?
Yes, sir.
If you use it the correct way, you can be recognized, you can be noticed, right?
Exactly.
You can use it in the correct way to be recognized and noticed, but may not be using it the correct way. Are you on social media at all?
Yes, sir. I have a Twitter and Instagram, and my Instagram is Davon9223. My Twitter is in my link, and the link's in the bio, and all that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I've talked to a lot of college coaches, and I mean a lot, but I always scale back to the camp I went to when I heard Dabo Swinney talk. At his camp, there was no cussing, period. He didn't want to hear any of it, right?
Yes, sir.
And he talked about social media. You can go big on social media. You can get colleges looking at you from your social media. However, he says the music that you use on your highlights is probably going to describe who you are. And if you have Yahoo Music, it means clown. If you have Yahoo Music on your Instagram or your Twitter, coaches like that may not take you as serious, right? So tell me, how do you use your social media?
You know, I really just try my best to get my name out there in the best way possible. And, I mean, I'll do my best just to kind of help myself get noticed by the best coaches out there and just try my best in everything I do.
Well, just remember the music.
Yes, sir. I just kind of use the music that they give me, but now that you told me that, I'll start doing my best to put the best music out there just to get my name exposed.
Put the crunk music on there, but watch the language.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And music will mold a person to do things that you say you never do. When I was your age, I had a study that said, do you think music influences your life? And I was like, heck no. As I got older, the more that crazy music I listened to, the more I felt like I was wanting to be, or I portrayed to live that lifestyle, right? And coaches will look at that, all right? So have you been to any camps?
Yes, sir. I've been to the UT Prospect Camp, the UT Big Man Camp. I've been to ETSU, and I went to Alabama last year.
Nice.
Yes,
Do you have a favorite college?
Me personally, I'm an Alabama person.
Yeah.
And I mean, my whole household is Tennessee and all that. My grandpa, he graduated from Tennessee. He played football, and I mean, he was just all-out Tennessee player. But he told me, he said, grandson, you go where you feel like you want to be.
Absolutely.
He said, if you feel wanted there, then you go where you need to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you want to do, right?
Right.
So have you been invited to any colleges for camps or anything?
Yes, sir. I got invited to the UT camp and then the ETSU camp. And I'm about to go to a visit for Vanderbilt, UT, in Western Kentucky.
Nice. You said ETSU?
Yes, sir.
Nice, nice.
Yes, sir.
So I've been blessed to coach. Is there a player that I coached out there? No, but I've seen. I've been blessed to interview 3 of the coaches from there.
Really?
So I have a little ties in ETSU. All right. I'm pretty sure as hard as you work, you don't need a mediator.
Right.
But if you need a letter of recommendation or anything
Yes,
for
sir.
that school, let me know.
Yes, sir. I
All
appreciate
right?
it.
Yeah, no doubt. I'd be more than happy to help you do that. Now, and I know you said you Roll Tide guy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Roll
sir.
Tide.
Through and through.
I had the interview, and he'll be on this show here later on with Isaac Vance, and he's the player developmental coach there at ETSU. And he told me, because I was asking transfer portal, that's huge, and it's harder for high school students to get in.
Right.
I said, he told me his best offer wasn't his best offer, right?
Right.
So go with the best offer that's best for you.
And that's what I'm trying to do, which obviously I'm a Roll Tide fan all day, all night, whatever, but it's about whoever treats me the best, gives me the best, and that's who I'm going to go with no matter who it is.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So one big thing that I tell all my guys is when you're training, do it outside of practice.
Right.
The guys that make it to the next level, they're doing everything they can outside of the normal hours that you get for practice.
Yes, sir.
Don't train to be the best player in Rome County.
I train myself to be the best player that I possibly can be, and that's in the world. I mean, there's so many people fighting for my position every single day, but I'm going to try my best to be there and be the best.
Well, when you say the world, that's what I was going for. So I'm glad to hear that you're already focused on doing that, because that's what you have to do. You can be the best player on your team. You can be the best player in the state. But when you get to college,
it's a whole different world.
Good. Everybody's good.
And they're all fighting for the same position that you're fighting for.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes,
Day. You're a good interview, man.
Yes, sir.
You're a good interview.
Appreciate it.
And I thank you for taking the time. But you also brought somebody along with you.
Yes, sir. My cousin, Carcel Whitehead.
Yeah, Carcel, he's on the bench. Let's take it to the bench. Carcel, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How are you doing, sir?
I'm blessed, man. Carcel, tell me something slick so I can slide.
What you want to know?
What grade are you in, Carcel?
I'm a senior in high school.
Senior in high school. So this is going to be your last year to set an impression on those freshmen and sophomores coming up. What is your plans to lead?
Have everybody look up to me and everything so they can see the things I do, so they can follow in those footsteps.
Absolutely.
And do good things.
Yeah. What position you play?
And on defense,
Wow. So you're a two-way player. If you had to pick one, offense or defense, what would it be? Yeah, running the ball? You like running over people, don't you? Yeah, I get that. That's awesome, man. So how long have you played football?
I've been playing since 2013.
2013?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nice. Do you have plans to play any collegiate ball?
Yes, sir. I want to go to the next level.
Absolutely. If you can pick any college in the whole wide world, what college would it be?
UT.
UT, go Vols.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's nice.
My favorite team.
Yeah. What do you think they're going to do this year?
They're going to be Alabama. That's what they're going to do.
He don't know what he's talking about. We got something coming up for him.
I tell you what, Alabama is a well-known powerhouse, but Tennessee is on their way up. So, Carcel, you've been playing since, you say, 2013, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, who is your favorite coach that has coached you of all time?
I would say Coach Panky.
Coach Panky?
Yep. He made me feel at home at Kingston.
Yeah. And coaches make a difference in that, man. Coaches make a difference. Have you had any chances to go to any camps yourself?
Yes, sir. I went to a UT camp with Davon this year, and then I went to also a ETSU camp with him.
Nice. What you heard what I told him about ETSU, right?
Yes, sir.
So the same goes for you. But let me tell you something. This summer, right, if you haven't already committed, and you're on your way, make sure you touch as many as camps as you feel fit for you that has. And then don't just go to any camps. Make sure they're fit for you because your major's there, right?
Yes,
the best major for you is going to be the best sound place for you. So how are you as a student?
I'm a really good student, and like towards like academics, if I really wanted to do it, I can have straight A's and straight B's.
Well, you should really want to do it. So let me tell you something. College is a business, right? And a lot of what you don't know, and a lot of kids don't know, is everybody's not going to get a full ride. Some scholarships are limited to how much money a coach can give you. However, if you score high on those ACTs, SAT scores, right, and the college coach is looking at you, well, you're going to get more money to go to college through, grants and loans. Like, they're going to want to give you more money because you're a good student, and that's what you have to be, a student prior to being an athlete. So if you put more work into your studies, you're going to get more money for your collegiate ride, and that's going to be able to help the coach say, hey, this guy's really good, and I can go ahead and offer him, if he comes, we still can get X, Y, and Z, because all the money's not going to be tied up there, okay?
Yes, sir.
College is a business, and you must look at it as a business. So what's your favorite thing to do outside of football?
Sometimes I like to go fishing and like to go hang out with friends.
Yeah, you play video games?
Yep.
NCAA? Favorite team, the Vols?
Yes, sir.
Are you winning with them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ask Devon what happened.
I like
I
that,
had some
man.
distractions. That's all I gotta say.
Who'd you have, Alabama?
Yes, sir.
So you said on NCAA, Tennessee beat Alabama.
The game was glitching out, and he can tell you that himself.
Hey, was the game glitching out? Yes or no?
No, it wasn't. I'm just a better player overall. He couldn't guard Squirrel White, so.
Yeah, man. That's awesome, man. So who is your favorite collegiate player?
I would say Nico right now.
Nico.
Yes, sir.
Nico's the man with a lot of money. They call him $1 Million Nico. All right? So, guys, thank you both for joining the show.
Yes, sir. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
for allowing us
It's
to
an
come
honor
on.
and a pleasure. I will be following Kingston,
Yes, sir.
right? And you're senior this year?
Yes, sir.
Be a leader.
Yes, sir. That's all. I challenge myself to be a leader and really give those a chance to see what I'm doing, just so they can follow me in their footsteps as well. While I'm going on to play to the next level, they're going to remember me and say, hey, this guy really taught me this and helped me do this. And I just want to be a leader for everybody and show them what to do and the right way to go.
Absolutely. Hey, this is what you want. So any of you student athletes that's watching out there, be a leader on and off the field. Guys, it's time for a small commercial break. But in 120 seconds, we'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back. So it's been a challenge with these coaches, man. They coming through. And I have me some swag. I have a Kingston fishing hat. And, Coach, I told you before we got started that I've gained about 20 pounds. And I can't fit none of my clothes, so I'm going to adjust this before I put it on. And look at that.
That's right.
Kingston fishing, and it fits. Coaches are bringing in the swag. So, coaches that come to join me, make sure you bring in the swag. It's a competition. And I'll definitely be wearing this around.
Thank you.
Coach Barnett, how you doing?
Good, sir. Good.
Thank you so much for joining the show. I heard some great things about your fishing program.
Yes, we just finished up national championship. Had 2 teams qualify out of over 7,500 in the country, including Canada.
Wow.
It's 273 teams showed up Chickamauga to fish, and they had a good tournament. Didn't go the way they wanted to, but finishing top. I mean, they were both teams were in the top 20 in the state this year.
Wow.
Both of them were in the top 20 in the state last year.
Right.
And that's out of 400 plus teams.
Yeah.
So pretty big deal for our
I take it you've been fishing for a long time.
My whole life.
Whole life been fishing?
Yes, sir.
What got you to want to coach?
It kind of got through in my lap. Coach Johnson, Bob Johnson, was the coach. He was a faculty member down at the high school for years. And he, my son and those boys, Jackson and James, they come up. They're all the same age. They're all 3 seniors. And they come up through middle school, and I started helping Coach Johnson. And he went back to Carnes. He's from Carnes. And when he did that, I kind of got promoted, so to speak.
Yeah, but, that's nice.
I love it. I love fishing. I coached day in football, Little League football, coached in middle school football. So him and I had a long time relationship.
Yeah. Nice.
So I know all these boys back home in Kingston.
Yeah, that's what's up. Kingston's a great place, and it's a beautiful place to live.
Yes, sir.
4th of July is even more beautiful.
Yes. Yep. Good times.
I have family out in Roane County. I'm a Pendergrass. Yep. And I have family, from Harriman all the way out to Rockwood and Kingston, everywhere. So I've been a part of Roane County for many, many years.
Yep.
And seen a lot of those kids grow up. And if I didn't get to coach a lot of the Roane County kids, but I got to coach against them. So,
yes.
But I haven't ever dived into fishing, right?
Yes, sir.
How many schools in East Tennessee, to the best of your knowledge, may have a fishing program?
There's about 1,400 kids in the state, so you're looking at 700 teams across the state. So from Chattanooga all the way up to Bristol, a couple hundred, 200-300 teams probably.
Wow.
I don't know.
Right, but there's a good guess, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, is there a particular team, like, in basketball, football, there's a huge rivalry. Is there a rivalry with any of the fishers around there that you guys love to go beat up on?
Man, there's a good group of coaches. I'm great friends with the Alcoa coach, J.J. LaRue. They got a great program going up there. I don't know. We all work together. It's about the kids.
Yeah.
It's not really like football and basketball to me. To me, it's not.
Right.
It's we'll try. We'll talk to the kids. Some kids will tell you the truth. Some won't, as far as what they're catching fish on. And it's a different sport than football or baseball or basketball or anything like that.
Right. So when you're going fishing, is there a certain particular fish that you're going for?
Bass, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, and that's the biggest 5 you can catch.
Yeah. So, and you guys know particularly where to go catch these fish.
Hopefully, know where to go.
Yeah.
I mean, we travel all over the state. We've been to Michigan, we've been to South Carolina, we've been to Florida, Georgia. I mean, we're all over the place traveling and fishing.
Wow. That's a lot of places to fish. That's pretty cool. So are you one of the only schools that does that much traveling around this area?
No.
Does Coach JJ, does he does?
They travel. They got a big team. Their team's one of the bigger teams, if not the biggest team in the state. They got last year they had about 60 kids. This year they got a lot of them that's graduated. I don't know. Him and I talked today, and they're actually having their first meeting tomorrow night, I believe.
Okay.
And he thought his numbers would be down just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Our team, we got 10. We got 4 high school teams and 1 middle school team. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So when do you get started?
We finished up last week, and we start September 7th. It's year-round.
Yeah. So if you need to tell the people out there, because to join you, what would you tell the people if you want more, if they're interested in fishing? What do they need to know?
Yes, Kingston is the only team in Roane County right now, the only school in Roane County right now that has a fishing team. They, if any school in Roane County that they got kids that want to fish, they don't have a team, they can fish with us. Any bordering county to Roane County, those kids can fish with us.
Wow. Okay.
So it's if their school does have a team, and that kid particular doesn't have an angler, he can come down if he finds somebody to fish with and fish with us. As long as the counties touch, they can fish together.
Okay, nice. Not Anderson County.
Yes, fish.
Morgan County.
Anderson County has a team.
Yeah, they do have a team.
I don't know how big it is.
But it's just Anderson County. What I meant by county is I don't think Clinton has a team or Oak Ridge, but they would probably go to.
Clinton did have a team. I don't know how many. I know a couple boys. They started pursuing other things. We had some good friends that fished for Clinton.
Okay.
And it's but if the county touches, they can fish.
Yeah. So, hey, Midway.
Yes.
Rockwood. Harriman. That's Roane County.
Oliver Springs.
It's Roane County. Guys, if you want to get into fishing, get on down to Kingston. Go see Coach Kelly Barnett and let's get into fishing. Then, Coach, you brought some of those great players that made it to the Nationals.
Yes, sir.
Who do we have? They're on the bench.
Okay, we got Jackson Daugherty on the left, Hayden Barnett in the middle, James Lane on the right. All very versatile anglers. Have a good time. They travel this all over the state. It's just we don't slow down.
Yeah. So how you doing, fellas?
Good. How are you?
Good, buddy. Thanks for joining Exigent Sports. It's a pleasure to have you on. Congratulations on your state and national appearances.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's start with James. James, how long have you been fishing, bud?
Man, I want to say I was probably 4 or 5, but I really didn't start getting into it till probably about COVID, my 7th grade year. I started out in a little 14-foot John boat and just worked my way up from there.
Yeah. How much do you love fishing?
Oh, gosh. Man, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see yourself going to college to do some more fishing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have you thought about a college to go to fish?
Yes, sir. Bryan College in Dayton, Tennessee.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very familiar with that school as well. That's nice. Now, how's your grades in school, bud?
Pretty good. I think I was a 3.5 GPA student last year. So try to keep the amazing bees.
Absolutely. That's perfect. Jackson.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, boss?
Good. How about you?
Good. I got one for you. Tell me something slick so I can slide. Hey, man. Jackson, so how long have you been fishing?
Since I got a hold of rod and reel, since about 4 or 5.
Yeah, nice. And do you have any plans to play a place or go to school to fish in college?
Yes, sir. I plan to go to Bryan College in Dayton.
Yeah, nice. So 2 for 2 right there. So what is it about Bryan College?
Well, it's right on Chickamauga Lake. It's like the back door. So you're like a minute from the boat ramp, and it's straight from the college campus to the water.
Nice, nice. Hayden.
How are you?
I'm blessed, buddy. How you doing?
Good.
So your dad's the coach. Does he play daddy ball? Can you do that in fishing?
I don't play daddy ball.
No. He told me the other day, he said, hey, if you go find them, we'll go catch them, and if you don't, then we'll go suck. I was like, all right.
I love it, man. So have you had a reel in your hand for a long while as well?
I've been fishing since I was in diapers. He was changing my diapers on our old Bullet, and then we got on an aluminum boat because he got tired of me smashing little Debbies in the carpet, and then now we got another Bullet.
That's awesome, man. What is your favorite thing about fishing?
It's whenever you get a bite, you don't know how big it's going to be. You don't know how small it's going to be. It's always a surprise.
Right, right. So do you plan on going to college to do any fishing?
I do.
Have you thought of college?
I'm going on a visit to Bryan in next couple weeks, and I've got a bunch of buddies that go down there. They just got a new coach, and they're starting to turn things back around and get it back to how it used to be.
Nice, nice. James, if there was something someone didn't know about you, what would it be?
Ooh, man, that's a good question. Fishing-wise, I like to flip. I mean, pretty straight to the point.
Yeah. Outside of fishing, Jackson, what's one thing that somebody don't know about you?
I also play baseball.
Nice, nice. You play for Kingston?
No, I actually play for Albert Springs.
Shut the front door.
Nope.
Old Kegley out there.
Yes, sir.
How you like playing with Kegley?
Oh, I love him.
That's what's up. Well, you know, I'm a big fan of Albert Springs. I've coached a lot of those boys in football. So now that I know that, I'll be looking for you.
Yes, sir.
I'll be looking for you. Last but not least, Mr. Barnett, if outside of fishing, what's something someone may not know about you?
If I'm not fishing, I'm either duck hunting, turkey hunting, or a little bit of deer hunting.
There it is. Nice. Guys, I appreciate you taking the time to join Exigent Sports. Please make sure you hone your craft. Do it as best as you can. Do it better than anybody. Make sure you keep good grades, and I want to see you guys go to the next level. Hopefully this time next year we can have a follow-up of what you guys are doing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right. Hey, guys, we got some fishing guys in here. Not only state contenders, but national contenders, too, and you can also be a part of it. Right now is a good time to share. Sharing is caring. Make someone aware. Please share. We have to take a break, but we'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
S.L. Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
We should never lose sight of our health. To keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference, so we can all continue to move forward together.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Isaac Vance. How you doing, Coach?
Oh, I'm doing great, Coach. I really appreciate you having me on. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you taking the time, man. I know you guys are busy. Camp is starting out there at ETSU, man, and you guys are getting riled up, ready to go.
Yes, sir. We definitely are. Today was day one, so it was exciting. The energy was going. You know, we had a great time out there. It's easy to have a good day on day one, so we're looking forward to stacking days here as camp progresses.
Absolutely. So, Coach, what I do here is I try to help the parents and the student athletes bridge the gap. You know, what does it take, you know, to get from high school to college? And not only that, be successful once you get there. You're leaving a different environment. You're leaving your family. You know, you're pretty much on your own. And I know you've had that experience. So today, what would be a good suggestion that you would tell a student athlete today and their parents to prepare them from leaving high school and going to the next level?
Most definitely. I would say the biggest thing and the best thing is surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, because you have the freedom for the first time to go do whatever you want. You know, everybody that is in this athletic realm, if they go play college athletics, especially at the Division I level, then they're more likely the best at their high school. And they're more likely the best in their city and got nothing but praise and got nothing but great things said all the time about them, how good they were at XYZ. I think the biggest change is you go to college and everybody was their best player. Everybody was their best, you know, person in the city at that time. So being able to surround yourself with like-minded individuals so you can focus on the things you need to focus on and be able to bounce ideas off of other people that had the same experience or different experiences as you growing up. So I think the best thing that people can do to, you know, enjoy their 4 years in college early on as a freshman is to just surround yourself with like-minded individuals and have great people in your corner.
Well, Coach, I know at one point you had your share out there. Playing a little high school football. So let's go back to those days and tell us where you're from and your experience as a high school student.
Okay. I played high school football in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So I was out there, you know, in the west area. Had an absolute amazing time playing high school football in New Mexico. You know, people don't know a lot about high school football out there. And the big thing is that there's only 2 Division I teams in New Mexico. You got New Mexico State and Las Cruces, where I'm from, and then you've got the University of New Mexico up in Albuquerque, about 3 hours away. So the people in New Mexico absolutely love and absolutely adore high school football there. You know, the atmospheres at games. Like I can truthfully say I played in front of 29,000 people in a high school football game. There's the rivalry game there between Las Cruces and Mayfield in the same city. They played at Aggie Memorial Stadium where New Mexico State plays, and they've actually made documentaries about it and stuff. And I think in 2015 or 16, it won USA Today's like second biggest high school rivalry. So that just shows how much the people care about high school football out there in New Mexico. And I was fortunate to have, you know, a great career with great teammates and great coaches over there at Mayfield. And then able to move on and kind of, a lot of people don't really leave New Mexico, or back then didn't leave New Mexico very often to play sports. So when I had the opportunity to attend the local schools like New Mexico State, UTEP, whatever it may have been, I felt like for me, getting back to the East Coast, getting back to this area, getting back to, you know, closer to my grandparents and all that at the time was just good for myself, but also good for the community and good for the young kids in Las Cruces to see it's possible to get out of the city.
What position did you play when you was at high school?
I was a running back. That's all I ever played, honestly, growing up. I played running back my entire career, a little bit of defensive back when we played a team that we needed to have a specific matchup for. But I was mainly a running back. I was a running back, and then out of high school, I got recruited as an athlete to most schools, and then ended up going to Kent State as a running back. Played running back there my first year, and then Coach Sean Lewis came in, and we changed the tempo, changed the offense a little bit. I lost some weight from the running back weight, lost some of that weight, and switched to slot, and it was the best decision I ever made. Absolutely love playing receiver from there on out, and now it's what I have a passion for.
How long was you at Kent State? How long was your tenure?
Yes, I was there from 2017 to the spring of 2023, actually. So I played under Coach Paul Haynes my freshman year, and then Coach Sean Lewis came in, and we were able to have probably the best run in Kent State history. Went to a couple bowl games, won the MAC East, went to the MAC Championship, got to do some things that really don't happen at Kent State a lot. In 2020, we were actually the number 1 ranked offense in the country, which was a pretty cool stat because, on the national championship game, which I think during that year was Ohio State, Alabama, if I'm not mistaken, in 2020. Todd Blackledge and the ESPN crew, I think it was during the national championship game, put up the stats of, number 1 offense in the country, like the top 5 offenses, and it went Kent State and then Alabama, which was exciting. So we were able to have a lot of success there. I think we ended up averaging 612 or 18 yards a game, 49.8 points that year. Just had a blast. So I was at Kent State during that time, and then Coach Lewis left to go to be Deion Sanders' offensive coordinator at Colorado last year. And I had just, I was riddled with injuries my whole career. So I got a 7th year of eligibility, actually, and I stuck it out there at Kent just because I wanted to see it through. I was a former team captain. I care a lot about the university, and I was at Kent State with Coach Kenny Burns and this new staff that came in for the spring of 2023. And my dad got out of coaching for the first time in 35, 40 years. So I just fight for me to, to try and get closer to home, let him and my mom watch me play. So I actually ended up transferring to Gardner-Webb. Knew I wanted to go to an FCS school. Knew I wanted to kind of go somewhere in North Carolina or South Carolina closer to home so my dad could watch me every Saturday. And I ended up transferring to Gardner-Webb after the spring of 2023. And my very first day there, again, tore my knee, tore my ACL, very first day. 7th year done, career done, and ended up GA in there, which was the best decision I ever could have made. Coach Lamb, who I now work for, he's my boss here. He allowed me to GA there, and then I GA'd there for a little bit. Now here I am. So it's all worked out how it's supposed to, according to the good Lord's plan, for sure.
How many jobs are there in athletics at ETSU?
Oh, there's so many. There's so many jobs. There's so many opportunities. We have 24 varsity sports at ETSU. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we have 24, sports at ETSU. So there alone, there's a head coach, 24 head coaches, and then there's assistant coaches. Yeah. From there, there's plenty of graduate assistant opportunities, quality control. There's video coordinators, and then that's just in the sport directly. There's the athletic director. There's the faculty athletic rep. That is a teacher on campus that works with the athletic department. There's academic advisors, there's mental health counselors, all the athletic trainers. There are endless jobs in sports. If you want to be in sports, there's plenty of opportunities out there for you. And I think that's a great thing nowadays. For so long, people, I want to coach, I want to coach, I want to coach. They end up not wanting to coach, and they're like, do I need to go do something else? What is there? And there's just so many opportunities in sports that allow people to stay in the game, stay around student athletes, and stay around the sport that they love, or just, people, like-minded people that want to compete and want to get better each and every day.
So tell me, what is your job title at ETSU right now, currently?
I'm a director of player personnel and an offensive assistant. So I oversee all recruiting, transfer portal, high school relations, high school coaches relations, transfer portal with high school recruiting as well. And then I was fortunate enough to be our camp director this year. And then when it comes time for football, like it is right now, I'm able to work with our offensive skill. I work with the inside receivers. I work with the receivers in general. I help out Coach Davenport, our running backs coach, and just kind of help wherever I can on the offensive side of the ball to keep me in the game, because at the end of the day, I want to be an offensive position coach. That's my goal. That's my end goal for the next year and a half, So just being able to be around it still, I know a lot of people, and I'm incredibly fortunate, a lot of people that have this title of director of player personnel, they sit in front of a computer and they watch film 24/7, and that's what they do, and they don't get any coaching responsibilities. But I'm fortunate to still be able to sit in our offensive staff meetings, help game plan, help practice plan. My voice is heard, and be able to go out there and coach our young athletes each and every day. So I'm incredibly fortunate with that kind of dual title right there.
It's a big difference in the game today with that transfer portal, right? What would you suggest the athletes in high school, because it's harder for them to get recruited now. They're still getting recruited, but it's harder now because of the transfer portal. What is your suggestion to the student athletes that may not get that big offer that they're looking for because of the transfer portal?
Right. The best advice that I was ever given, this was even before the transfer portal, was that my biggest offer was not my best offer. So I think for student athletes in high school to still just continue to stack days, to put great things on tape, because we'll find you. Schools will find you. I know the transfer portal takes over a lot of the recruiting domain now in that space, but high school players are still wanted in a lot of programs, including ours. I know we prioritize high school recruits, and really with the new house settlement, I think that's going to expand even more, because FBS teams now go from 85 scholarships to 105 scholarships, which at the end of the day creates more scholarship opportunities. So you can look at it kind of two ways of, okay, that's just going to bump the FCS guys up and the Division II guys to FCS, but also it's going to create more high school opportunities. And now the programs that do recruit high school heavily are going to have more opportunities to grab student athletes and develop them throughout their time and put them on scholarships. So I would just say to continue to, put your nose down and work and put good things on tape and treat people the right way, and it'll all work out how it's supposed to at the end of the day.
Now you're looking at players that are moving just because of the money. What is NIL, and how is it impacting college football today?
Yes, sir. Name, image, and likeness. It allows the student athletes to benefit and profit from their own name, which wasn't able to happen for the longest of time until July 1st of 2021, and it has changed the game. There's the big thing I think that we need to give guidance to student athletes on is there's a lot of bad actors out there. The NCAA is doing a good job trying to weed out those bad actors by creating agency reports and allow good people to be involved with NIL. But I think that student athletes, every story you see about X, Y, or Z making $1 million or 500,000 or whatever it may be, all those stories aren't true. There's a market value for people in specific areas and specific places, and I think that as time goes on, it'll get a lot more smooth. I know there's a lot of great people working, especially like in the NCAA and the NIL, working group. People are doing a great job in that, and just I think that it is changing the game for a good thing. And times are changing, and I think we all need to get with the times and continue to grow and expand and learn as much as we possibly can, so we can help our student athletes out.
What's something someone may not know about you?
That's good. I'm actually going to get a little deeper here in this question, because I like it. Something a lot of people don't know about me, unless they truly know me and know my family, is I'm adopted. And for me, everyone's always asking me, why do you have a smile on your face? You always got a smile on your face. Why are you always smiling? And that's just, for me, and I tell people this a lot, is the best day of my life and the worst day of my life was the day I was born. People always kind of look at me with a sideways head, like, what you talking about? And for me, it's a day that my biological family gave me up for adoption, which a lot of people would see as an awful, negative thing, and I don't remember it. And then the best day of my life is when my family has adopted me, and I've become a part of the Vances, and I'm a Vance forever now. And again, I still don't remember it. So whether it's really, really good or really, really bad, for me, I don't remember either of them. So I can live my life knowing that there's good and there's bad all the time, and that you're going to get through it. Things are going to happen. So for me, that's why I live my life that way. Like we talked about earlier, I'm blessed beyond belief by the good Lord and have a relationship with Him. So there's really not many bad things that can happen. I tell people all the time, I choose to have bad moments, not bad days. And when I have a bad moment, I want to snap out of it and continue to grow and get better each and every way I possibly can. So that was probably a lot deeper than you was expecting from that question, but that's just, I kind of felt led to say that, and that's how I live my life.
Well, no, that's perfect. When I met you, you were smiling. You're smiling now. You smiled through this whole interview, and I have a few pictures of you.
Always smiling.
And you're smiling, right?
Most definitely.
You're always smiling. I have to dig deep into that one, but you're smiling and laughing with the referee right here.
Yeah, that was before we went and played Michael Penix in Washington. Actually, my last ever college football game, and me and Weezy and Sam Allen, we was captains for us this season, and we was walking out, and me and the ref was just cracking jokes. He was asking, we're nervous, whatever it may have been, first game of the year, Washington sold out, and I guess somebody took that picture, and we was just cracking jokes, laughing. So life's too short to laugh.
Man, I thank you for that story, Coach. Thank you so much for joining Exigent Sports.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
We should never lose sight of our health. To keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference. So we can all continue to move forward together.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back. Check it out. I got the swag. I got the one heartbeat swag.
Yeah. Hey, I think this place is missing something. Just a little bit. I think.
What you got, Coach?
I think it's just missing something.
Hey!
There you go. I had to touch up place a little bit.
Well, I've gotten swag from all the coaches. Coach Rain wasn't able to come on here from Oak Ridge, but he gave me 2 hats and he gave me a long sleeve hoodie. Mm-hmm. You have just matched the swag with the memorabilia, the quarter zip, and the hat. Coach Spanky, thank you for joining Exigent Sports.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
It's a long time coming. I'm glad you came on. You got a lot of stuff going on in Cofield.
I do. We got a whole lot of stuff going on.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Well, I appreciate it. I hope you can.
No doubt. You are the president of the youth football club.
Yep.
You're coaching basketball now. Are you over that as well?
Yeah, I'm over the youth club as a whole, Cofield Youth Club. I'm over. It's me and our fabulous board members. We all come together, help make decisions, what's best for our youth club, and also what's best for our community.
Well, I know being a part of that is like volunteering for your community.
Oh, yeah.
How big is it for you to step up and volunteer? Volunteer means you don't get paid.
It is. It's big. I tell people ask me all the time, Spanky, how do you do it? And I'm like, if you can answer that question for me, I'd very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
But it is. With me being so young, I'm only 24 years old. Luckily, I don't have a family yet, so I can kind of focus all my time on this. And it's honestly the biggest blessing in my life right now is to not only lead and coach these young people, but just be in such a great community as Cofield.
Yeah, no doubt, one heartbeat. Coach Spanky, tell me a little bit about what's on your ring finger there.
It's something I do wear with pride. I know people give me a hard time about it.
Put that up there.
Just like that. Last year, our CMS football team went 10-0, won our championship, and I take much pride in it. I know people think it's a little silly, but first time I wore it out, one of the middle school kids said, "Man, Coach Spank, you're really wearing that? That's pretty cool." And I don't know, ever since then, I was like, you know what, if that's what speaks to these kids is seeing something, because I've always said it, if the kids see it's a big deal to you, it'll be a big deal to them. And that's just my thing with it.
Yeah.
And I like it, too. It's pretty nice.
Absolutely. Well, you got football coming up.
Yep.
How's those youngins doing, getting ready, in this dreadful heat with all those pads?
Oh, man, it's going. Sadly, we don't have a cutter team this year. Our numbers are down, but we're looking to build on that and get better. We got a JV Hopper team, the team that I help coach. We won our Jamboree game last Saturday against Norwood.
Yeah, I called it.
7-6. Yeah, it went down to the wire. Then our Hopper team, they're doing pretty good right now. They're coached with Coach Justin Owens. They won 12-0. Pretty good showing from the Reagan Davis.
Yes.
Good
The
Reagan
Davis. I got to shout his name out in the press box as well. Yeah, Coach Owens is doing a good job with those guys.
He is. He's done a really good job. He's also our football director as well. And our youth club right now as a whole, we're on the right track. We're doing good, positive things. And my main thing when I took office about less than a month ago or so is I want to make it about the kids.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if that's not what we're about, then we need to rethink ourselves. And that's why in our board meetings, I print off 3 pictures of 3 different teams in our youth club. And I'll tell the board members, hey, when you make your vote, you make your decisions, when we have these talks, this is what's important right here. That's why we're doing this, is these kids right here. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I 100% agree with you. It's the only reason why I did it. And I didn't get paid, but I was blessed in so many different ways.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many blessings that come from it. Now, and I know when I did coach that age group, after the Jamboree, it was 7 days before week 1.
Oh, yeah. We start week 1 on Saturday. Full bore. We kind of got a brutal schedule, but it's like I told my parents. I was like, hey, look, we're going to face adversity. And I love it. I love facing adversity because I want to see how our kids can handle it. We got our first 5 games are on the road. We're going to go to Lake City. We're going to go to Tazewell. We're going to go to Cumberland Gap. We're going to go to Clinton. We're going to go to Nagath. And I'm pretty excited about it. I know it kind of sucks as a parent driving all them away games like that. It's not fun. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's about these kids, and it's about getting better and competing. And I'm just excited for it.
Well, the great thing about Cofield is, although you do have that grueling travel to do it, Cofield is one heartbeat, baby.
It is. And it's not like a few years ago, the history of one heartbeat, Coach Keith and Jared Henry, they had that mindset for their team. And now what it has turned to is a community cry, and it's a mindset for the community as a whole. It's not just the school. It's everybody. And I can honestly say, and I'm not from Cofield. I graduated, I coached and played at Wartburg. But when I came here 3 years ago, I didn't really know what that mindset was. But now I do, and it's truly a blessing to be a part of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love it, and I've met a lot of amazing people in Cofield, a lot of great families in Cofield, and even better, the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just something great to be a part of. K through 12 school, everybody, knows somebody and can always wrap the arm around somebody in any time out there in Cofield. So you do a lot for the community. What do you think this high school football team is going to look like this year, Coach?
I think it's going to shock some people. I know last year was not the way Coach Napier and them wanted to end the season. And I can tell you this, Coach Boone Wilson, strength conditioning coach, newest addition for him, he's done pretty good for him. He's got these kids that they look good. They're meaner. They're faster. They're stronger. They're ready to hit. And I can tell you this. Out of my 3 years of being here at Cofield, watching them that scrimmage against Kingston is probably the most physical team I've seen Cofield since my 3 years of being here as a whole unit. The mindset has totally changed. Them kids are bought in to Coach Napier and his staff, and I'm telling you, week one, it's going to be a fun game.
Kingston has a great history of physical players.
They do.
Great athletes, good coaching, and they demonstrate it on the field. I had some football players here on the way out the door. They said, "Hey, you guys kind of handled us." Was it that powerful for Cofield versus Kingston?
It was. Our kids, they came out ready to play. They was ready. They had a bad taste in their mouth, and they sat on it all year, all off season long. And they finally got to hit someone else in the mouth, and I think they like that taste pretty good.
Well, I like to hear it. I like to hear it. I have a kid I coached out there in Waylon Burgess.
He stepped up big last week in the scrimmage, too.
And I've met a lot of the rest of those kids out there over the years. I've coached against them for a long time, but I've had a lot of them here in the studio with me. Oh, just a great kid. So that's good to hear. Super fan of everybody around. They always ask me, how do you root for everybody? Because I'm literally for the kids.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that there's going to be rivals. I understand that somebody has to win the ball game, and I root for that. But overall, I just want to see children succeed. I don't care if you come from Cofield, Austin East, Oak Ridge, Clinton. I don't care where you come from. I'm all about watching kids succeed and knowing there's people like you, Coach Pinky, out there that's helping kids compete, bridge the gap, and be better people, right? Yeah, no doubt. So shout out to everybody there. And then Coach Spanky, you have joined me. Spanky, sorry.
That's okay. We get it all the time.
We got Kingston out there. He must be talking about Coach Spanky. I wasn't at the scrimmage. I'm just telling you what I heard. I'm sorry. But Coach Spanky, my favorite part of the show is called The Word of the Day. And I would like for you to join me in a drum roll for the word of the day.
My education ain't the best. I have a hard time with the English language, but hey, let's go for it.
Let's do it. Drum roll. The word of the day. The word of the day is hoopla. Hoopla is a noun. Hoopla refers to talk or writing that is designed to get people excited about or interested in something. Hoopla. The word of the day is hoopla. And I always like to use it in a sentence, Coach Spanky, so I have a sentence here. Coach Spanky didn't understand all of the hoopla surrounding the new frozen yogurt shops in his neighborhood.
I did not. I know what to tell you. I did not. I was trying to figure out myself.
I think the world is wondering all the hoopla of all the Dollar General markets in everybody's neighborhood. Huh?
Hey, look, I'll just say, if Cofield's got one, everybody should have it.
Well, they built one. I seen them build one in Solway in 2 days.
Now, I believe it. Hey, they get after it. They got to get them deals out there.
Dollar General is the hoopla of the world.
30,000 of them. Oh, yeah.
30,000 of them in the United States. So
Waltburg alone has, what, 4 or 5?
Wow.
They got quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got quite a few of them.
So nobody understands the hoopla of why these Dollar Generals are being built. So hoopla means, because I know you said you're not good in English. Yeah. Hoopla is just basically something that's people trying to get something excited about, but you and I are like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
What's the big deal? What's the big deal? So tell me, the National Wrestling Association, the NWA, you're out there beating people with sticks.
Yeah, hey, I was swinging that thing like Barry Bonds, man. But no, yeah, we had our big yearly wrestling show at Cofield past Friday night. My boys Zach and Dylan, I appreciate them more than anything. They're the ones. It goes Boone Wilson, Zach and Dylan, Coach Sean Bazzer, them are the people that brought me here to Cofield. I'll be ever grateful for them. We had an amazing event this past Friday night. I had about 700 people there in the gym. Coach Josh Wright and girls basketball team, they made over $12,000 concession stand, helped them girls out with their locker room, and that was pretty good. And overall, it was just a great night Friday night.
And we've had the Stu crew here on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And they was the second people that came in with some swag, and I still wear that T-shirt.
They laid the foundation.
Yeah,
laid
absolutely,
the foundation.
absolutely.
They walked so I could run.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you have tied the swag number with the memorabilia coming in here. And guys, hey, let's put up those games that's coming up. We got Wartburg, and we got Cofield coming up Thursday. What day? Thursday the
August 22nd.
22nd. Make sure you guys show up for that. It's going to be amazing. It is the Hoop Bowl. So make sure you show up. It's going to be a heck of a time. Guys, we're about out of time here on Exigent Sports. Thank you, those, for everyone that showed up. Coach Spanky, thank you for showing up. Coach DJ,
Go
thank you so much. Until next week, have a blessed week.